Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so what do we do here now? Do we try... Let's try an old-fashioned route and see if there's any alternatives. I'm not convinced that all the new content... See, now it's saying new content. I'm a sucker for them neon lights. Let's go.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay, you go ahead and show me, Stan. You're not Stanley. I'm Stanley. Narrator. Sorry.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! Goodness, okay.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with
You know,
a few minor additions?
kind of is.
Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. Ultra Deluxe! What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
So, I'm already a fan of the artwork. What have we got here? Off-painting TGA. It's just the landscape. New content is out! New content, brackets, part 2. It's in! Old busted, new hotness. Cool red section of the chart, boring sections of the chart. They're back, 2 doors. 2 is better than 1. Brick and mortar approach, envelope, client-centric marketing. I don't need to pretend I'm back at work right now. That's the logo. Oh, they've got different logo ideas. Why do I love that 6th slide so much? Oh, it's so cute. Well, I think the first one's the best, if I'm being brutally honest.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I'm starting to see that. It looks like what you've done here is you've drawn 2 in different styles. You've pointed out various parts of the body where there are 2 of them. Well, and then someone stole the red marker. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman, Divinity, Doom, Aladdin 2, Dark Souls 2. Crab, the ultimate sequel. What the fuck does that mean? I don't get that. I wonder if they did think maybe they were going to call it the Stanley Parable 2 and then decided to base it off of the game. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Great point. This new feat. Look at that. That's fucking brilliant. They put together a sign. Oh, amazing. I've got to say, I'm absolutely loving the new content. It's so fun. It's so silly.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Yes! I want some of the merchandise. Hear your name in the game? No. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. The button that
For the
says...
Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
It's fucking brilliant. I can't wait. Oh my god, I'm going to hear my name. Okay.
Jim.
That's not my
Sorry,
name.
I should have clarified.
Ah.
Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Oh, it's
But
gutted.
of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
You're not
Here,
too far off.
let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Forget whoever you are
Okay,
and simply
let's go.
become a person named Jim.
Now I'm Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. sleeping and
I know
waking
someone
as
called Jim, so this is kind of
falling
weird.
in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Sure, okay.
Jim.
That was great.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, what a rush. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this
I have to
personal
agree.
validation.
This was a lot to take in, I would say. It's a great concept to have your name in the game. But sure, no, that was good. I enjoyed
I
that.
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Yeah, that's changed now. it's just advertising itself as a Jim button, which is I mean, that's great.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. Come on, give it a try.
By all means, is there anything in the bucket?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
I guess that's true.
I think that just holding it has made you the
Like,
slightest bit more
a lot of
attractive
characters
as a
have their
person.
iconic item.
The benefits of the
Cloud
bucket seem to go
has
on
his
and on,
Buster
don't they?
Sword.
All this
Lara
and more
Croft has
await
guns.
you in the Stanley Parable.
Stanley has
too.
a bucket.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm
Yeah.
undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh, I get to choose. Well, I mean, neither of them really make sense. Oh, happy 12th birthday, step-niece. I mean, if you've got a step-niece, you might as well just call them a niece. It's too tangential a familial relationship for you to be bringing step into it on a kind of casual basis. So I'm going to go with Get Well Someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Oh.
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
All right, then.
Collectibles.
Who doesn't love
Now
collecting
it's
shit in a
real
video game?
game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I think I read somewhere the other day that someone had completed Candy Crush, and there's like 1 billion levels. It's obviously not 1 billion, but there's a stupid amount of levels in Candy Crush, and someone finished the game. And I just thought to myself, what are you doing? You don't get money. But who am I to have a go at people for wasting their time on video games? Look at me. Now, where the fuck am I? I can't see anything now. This happens to me quite regularly, where something simple happens and I get stuck. Maybe I just need to walk towards the light. It is getting bigger, actually, so maybe I am supposed to go towards this. Oh shit, can I put him in the bucket? Yes! Oh, brilliant. Okay, excellent. That's good. I love it. It's a great feature.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game.
Man, I agree.
And then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I really want a free achievement. I'll see if this works.
You'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Let's try it.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the
you
achievement is still fully
absolute
broken.
shit.
I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
That is not on. You can't do me up like that. You can't stitch me up like that. I'm very disappointed in you, narrator. What's this? The infinite hole? Okay, let's go to the infinite hole. I'm still a bit pissed off about that achievement, dude. I really I really wanted it. Oh, that's obvious. Everyone knows that. Opening rim depth surrounding area. It just keeps going. Is that the shape of it? I like the loop. That's fun.
It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever.
I have some
That's
bad
right.
news for you, narrator.
Infinite falling.
It has been done. In a game you already mentioned somewhere in this place. Alright, we're down the hole. Let's go.
Now then,
Can I do anything?
since you've gotten
Yes.
to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh, okay. That's fun. But I'm enjoying the falling.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Is it not infinite?
Do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
We're gonna reach the end of the hole.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly
Yeah.
exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain,
It's
it is.
definitely very deep.
It's an extremely deep hole.
Yeah, I would
don't
agree
want
with
anyone
that.
to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
No, there's a
From one
pretty
perspective,
mathematical
the infinite
definition
is
of
merely
infinity.
philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Yeah, that's not infinity.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all
I
this
didn't say shit.
behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly?
The trouble is,
Does that
narrator,
work for you?
you could
Then
times
go
this
ahead
hole
and press
by
the
a
teleport
billion
button
and you wouldn't even be
walk
close
up
to
the top
infinity.
of the hole and we can move on.
Should I fall down the hole again?
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. You have a weird sort of...
Alright.
Oh.
It
Did the
definitely
hole seem
seemed shorter
shorter
than-
to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly...
I'm confident I
didn't make
did.
an infinite hole.
You know what I've got to do now.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Not me.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay.
It's getting smaller.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top.
Yeah,
and we'll see if it
now
gets
he's
any shorter.
interested. I've converted
Well, there
him.
it is.
Oh, look at
The
this.
shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely
No,
even
that's
a
a
hole
pit.
at this point. It's more of a concavity. or
Yeah,
even
actually,
a
I like
very
your words
aggressive
better.
divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
It's not doing much for me, to be honest.
Who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Is it gonna be gone? Is there gonna be? Oh, I can't. It's not working now.
Is the,
Yeah,
teleport
I'm pressing it.
button
I am
working?
pressing it.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't
What?
bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win
No,
for everyone. You
I don't
get
think
to
I
be
saw
with the
everything
hole,
yet.
I get to do literally
Dude,
anything else.
Don't leave me.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Fuck off. No, don't fuck off. I mean the opposite. I don't want to be in this hole anymore. Well, it's possible I fucked up. Oh wait, it's going down. The hole is descending. Bye world. What, change your perspective? Oh shit. I have a much more detailed face than I thought I would. Fucking love this. What is happening? I don't know how many fucking combinations are possible here, but I feel like this is the best one.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
Oh, puppies!
Stronger. Now you're
Stanley,
no
look at them.
longer
Stanley.
using
Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh, leave me! Oh, it was.
It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Yeah, I had
But we
puppies
can't
going
have
on. Why
that,
did you
Stanley,
fucking
because
interrupt
this
me?
hole is just so darn fascinating.
I don't really know what
Stand
to do
up,
here.
Stanley.
I
I'll
don't want to be in the
there.
hole anymore. We have seen everything. Good job, I believe. Exit is through here. I will invest. They have my
All right. Have you
£10.
seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yes. Let's go back. No screenshots. Oh, is this the
So, Stanley,
presentation,
what do you
yeah?
think? I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
okay?
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready
Here
as
it
hell.
is.
Let's do it.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
How do I get in there?
I mean, there's potential here, right? Let me do a different arrangement.
Yeah, it's probably the order.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I
Okay.
feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? Maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me
Yes.
see if I can whip something up.
I think you're right. Let's do it. Let's have this.
Perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Now it says the Stanley Parable 2. This is very exciting. I still feel like I'm midway through a playthrough, but who knows? What I'm trying to work out here is, was what I did all the way up to now a kind of pretense for the Stanley Parable 2, or is it still part of the joke of this whole run? Let's find out. I'm slightly tempted to skip
And then
just...
one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, okay, the
Something that
Stanley
would
Parable
forever
2.
change. Never in all
Why
his
are there
years at the
balloons
company
all through
had
the
this
office?
happened. This complete
Whose stepniece's
isolation.
12th birthday is that
Something
important?
was very clearly wrong. Stanley
Maybe we
decided
are
to go
back
to
at
the
the
meeting
start.
room. Perhaps he had
My
simply
bucket!
missed a memo. Stanley
Yes!
picked up the bucket.
This will make me feel more happy.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What happens if we take a bucket to the end? Let's just do that and then we'll call it a night on this one.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, I'm glad the bucket is getting all of its own dialogue as well.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The
That's-
bucket would. And he knew it.
That's good.
The two of them were
That fucking
inseparable.
bucket, man. Me and him.
At this point, Stanley was so
been
absorbed in the tender
so
spiritual connection he
through
shared with the
everything.
bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Me and the... Oh, collectible!
You found one of them.
Yes!
One of the miniature Stanley
Yes,
figurines.
get in.
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I
You
feel
can't buy that
very
sort of
happy
Stanley. God knows
about
I've
it.
tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Very exciting. That was good. That was an unexpected joy. They really have enhanced the game, huh?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
We're now just accepting the fact that the bucket has its own thoughts and feelings, which is sensible.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
This is like Wilson. this bucket.
For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Let's do it,
Two
bucket.
best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
It seems like what's happening here is just a version of events. Oh, do you know what, though? Maybe it changes at the end. Let's just see it through. We'll play through all the other alternatives when we see it next time. This won't be the last time I play this game. It's too much fun. It's too enjoyable.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Because it's just the same story, right? But with a bucket.
Yes.
Yeah,
they had
it
done
is. Okay,
Stanley
alright.
and the
I
bucket
wasn't
had
sure if it was
defeated
going to give me
their greatest
something
and
different at the
darkest
end there
enemy,
for my
freed
persistence of doing
themselves
it
from the
again with the
tyrannical
bucket,
grip of
but
the
it
evil
seemed
mind
like it.
control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Sure, man.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Oh.
What?
It is different.
What was happening?
Ah.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room,
Now,
lingering
here we
in
go.
uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
No way.
Stanley
What
can't
the
leave
fuck?
this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Not my
Not
bucket.
while this building has anything to say about it.
Let the bucket
Stanley
free.
realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
I guess that's
To be
fine.
trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
Yeah, you'll be
Stanley
fine.
gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I guess that's the end of that path, or am I still with the bucket? That is the end of that path. Wow. Oh, I see. Okay, begin the game again, so we can go back to the kind of true start, I suppose. We're like midway through a bigger narrative, but we've got little narratives within that bigger narrative. Fuck, man, this game is amazing. It's still doing clever, silly things that are so fun. The fact that it made fun of itself for the kind of initial lackluster appearance of the new content was a lot of fun as well. So I'm super interested in where this game is going. I'm excited for the next things that we'll experience together. But I'm going to call it a night on the Stanley Parable for now. We're going to move on to a different game, which obviously will be a different video. So please, if you enjoyed this one for whatever reason, you're weird, but great. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, check out the rest of my channel. I'm uploading some videos. Eventually, I'll upload some clipped versions of these as well. So just keep track. I hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Take care, everyone. Bye.